Good morning. Welcome to these daily videos where you start your day in a more conscious way and continue that through the day. So you really take control of your life and have power in your life. I'm going to, hopefully, you won't be able to hear the really loud background noise from across the lake. I'm going to cancel that out, hopefully. Okay, I got a card from you today, and then we're going to read from Tethered Soul by Michael Singer, the book again. Okay, I got to cover some of this picture because she's swimming nude. This card is against the grain, and YouTube doesn't like when you show pictures like that. So, but boy, can you find some crazy things on YouTube. So, who knows what this censorship is. And this card is so great because it's such a message to me too, for those people who feel like they don't fit in, the black sheep, the people who have been always different. It's your message today. And if you haven't, this is your permission to be whoever you truly want, to be truly you, to be your authentic self, and stop worrying what others say or anything like that. Be fully you, right? However, I'm not going to read it all because it's really long. Deep within you, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps you sense how things can be and how they really are so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer, right? This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. And this is often very true when we're growing up, that happens. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional, not even for appearance's sake. And yes, we have all done that. I know I have definitely done that in my life. So, of course, we're going to do certain things to fit into different situations, but you don't want to live in that for a long time. Like, you don't want that to become your personality. You don't want to dull down your true essence. Oh, and hear what it says too. For you would lose your essence, right? This oracle comes with a special message. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself in the flow of music, nature, dreams, creative things, fantasy, art, all of that kinds of stuff. You must go against the grain. It's just your way. And if we never had people in this world that went against the grains, what a boring world would we have? Also, some of the craziest inventions and most beautiful music come from people like that, right? Da, da. Let me see. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. And that's what a lot of people have said to me. It's like, wow, like you totally live a different way. And I've learned things from you. I've learned that, you know what, it doesn't really matter. And that because I have this strong, like, kind of like faith and belief that I will be fully supported and taken care of. And it's not always super strong, but I just knew the way I wanted to live. And I was really, this is the way I'm going to live. These are the things I'm going to do now before I get too old. When I was younger, I've traveled everywhere, done so many things I wanted to do. I've moved so many times. Um, right? I've just taken those chances. That was just who I was. I never wanted to fit into a mold. This oracle come, da, da, da. A guidance that you are meant to be exactly who you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep, the daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillars. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled and conditioned into playing at being something you are not. It does happen to us. And we've probably done it. I know I certainly have, but you can change it. You can change it. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truths to be fully expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When you are who you are in truth, you attract the support, protection, and energy that you need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your inner truth, not with general consensus. And I know some people say, well, I haven't found my tribe. And it is also a belief in self, standing strong in who you are, but also being in a loving and accepting energy of those around you. They don't have to agree with you. They don't have to, maybe they don't even want to continue to be around you or to be your friend. That's okay, even if it's family members. The thing is that they have their journey. You don't have to change for them if you are still being a loving, kind soul, of course, right? If you're doing that end of it and they're not a part of your journey, or they're fighting, they want to fight in you, they want to be in some sort of drama, you don't need to be caught up in that anymore. Don't be that. Be what you want to see in the world. Just keep that truth. That's when you begin to attract your people. Get out there, meet new people, new opportunities by being who you are, loving yourself for that. No guilt, no shame. If you walk around with an energy of guilt and shame and somehow I'm wrong and everybody else is so different, there's no one who's like me, they probably won't, those people probably won't like me, those people certainly won't like me, that's when it gets really hard. That's when it gets really hard. Or expecting the people from your past to accept you. Why don't they? Why can't they just see my way? You know, you'll never understand them. You can only understand yourself. All right, from the book, The Untethered Soul. And I love this one sentence. When the energies inside start to move, you do not have to go there. When your thoughts start, you do not have to go with them. I was like, that's what I've been practicing. I live so much of my life and have in frustration. And because of how I was different and thinking, why do I have to conform to this? Why do I have to do this? Why am I doing this? This doesn't even make sense. And then hearing, of course, this is just the way it is. You got to do this. Are you crazy? You can't do what you really, And so you just live in this frustration. And so those emotions would come up and I would go with them. I would just like feel them. I would think of all the thoughts around them. I would have conversations in my head with people. I don't care what you think, you're crazy, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. All that going on in my head over and over and over again. And so then I would just be caught up in that. And it was all inside of me. I often wasn't saying anything to anybody. I would withdraw or walk away from them and then continued the whole thing in my head. So I went with the emotions and thoughts that weren't serving me because they only kept me in the frustration, in the anger, or whatever it is. So it's so cool. It's like you may have these thoughts and these feelings, but you don't have to go with them. There are times when we need to feel and heal and express the emotions and feel the sadness, feel the shame, feel the guilt when we're in our healing journey, right? So that's what you're doing, right? I'm bringing awareness to what's still within me, how I judge myself, how I don't love myself, the shame I still feel about myself. That is what we need to heal, feel, cry out, get therapy, whatever it is, do some energy work around it. But in your everyday life, when you're dealing with things or other people, their frustrations, things they say to you, whatever it is, you don't have to carry that. You don't have to go with it. You can listen and just, I'm not going with that. Feel yourself get sucked in. That happens to me. I'm starting to get angry. I'm starting to get sucked into it. I'm starting to get, and then I'm like, whoa, I don't have to choose to feel that right now. I'm choosing to go down that path. I'm not going to, because that is a waste of my energy. All right. Well, I hope that kind of helped you today. I thought it was such a good, strong, powerful message. Let me know if in the comments, are you a black sheep? Are you someone who never really seemed to fit into the mainstream narrative? You're not alone and you're okay. And no matter who you are and what you are perfect the way you are. Okay, let's do the blessing that came with that. I totally shut it down. I know where it is though. Number 4, card 4. Sorry guys, I shut the book. Okay, here we go. Take some breaths. Hand on your heart. Take some deep breath in. Release and relax. You can be fully who you are. Breathe in your beautiful essence. Love who you are, respect who you are. I've been through so much. I've done so many things. This is amazing. I'm a wonderful person. Exhale, let go. What others thought, the things you've said to yourself that aren't true or that feel true but were hurtful, right? You want to come from compassion. Keep inhaling and exhaling, releasing and relaxing. Bringing in beautiful, loving energy. Bring right into your heart. Feel your heart. Accept and love yourself for everything that's happened in the past, who you are now and what you are becoming. All right, close your eyes. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love and as an invitation for others to be open to life. So be it. Let me know if you like this message and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.